That wasn't enough for you, was it? No, you had to just bury us one more time.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrity reactions to losing at award shows.
I wanted to bring the whole thing down, but they didn't move. In my mind, I visualized the whole structure on the ground, you know.
For this list, we'll be looking at those unfiltered and priceless reactions from stars and famous people who were maybe a little too excited about their celebratory moment, or rather lack thereof, in the spotlight. Which meme-worthy reaction moment is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Faith Hill's exaggerated reaction to Carrie Underwood's CMA win. Was it a silly salute or was Faith throwing shade? The country music community was shocked when she lost the CMA Award for Female Vocalist of the Year to American Idol alumna and then rising country superstar Carrie Underwood in 2006.
Jesus, take the wheel, take it from my hands.
The clip from the ceremony that featured Hill tossing her hands in the air and mouthing "what" became a notable example of a playful split-second decision, becoming a highly scrutinized moment during the early viral video era.
And the award for Female Vocalist of the Year goes to...
Can you open it?
In an interview, Hill attributed its accessibility and popularity to, quote, the YouTube. Despite Hill's numerous explanations and Underwood's understanding, the moment became an example of the era's unquenchable thirst for celebrity gossip. Nothing to see here, folks.
I was joking myself. It had nothing to do with Carrie Underwood. And I understand I have a crazy sense of humor, and Whoopi and I were talking about this earlier, that some people just, sometimes take it the wrong way, but I made it through.
Number 9. 50 Cent takes a lap around the stage. There are multiple types of walks seen at award shows. There's the victory walk, walk of shame following a loss, and then whatever 50 Cent did during the 2004 Grammys. 50 Cent was nominated for the Best New Artist Grammy, but lost to alt-rock group Evanescence.
Oh, what did I do? This is my first time. Thanks, 50.
As lead singer Amy Lee began Evanescence's acceptance speech, 50 Cent appeared on stage and walked around behind the confused band. The lasting impact of 50's loss helped fuel the conversation around how in touch with the music industry the Grammys really are, a subject 50's longtime friend Eminem feels passionate about.
I watched 50, same shit. 50 did not win Best New Artist at the Grammys.
There was nothing bigger than 50.
Nothing bigger, and nobody since maybe like Snoop came out the gate like that.
50 himself poked fun at his loss during his Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony years later, subtly acknowledging his lasting cultural relevance. Your move, Grammys.
I ain't seen the Evanescence since that night, Mike. Since the night they gave him the trophy.
Number 8. Spike Lee's subtle speak out. Sometimes subtlety speaks volumes. When director Spike Lee's film Black Klansman lost the Best Picture Oscar in 2019 to Peter Farrelly's Green Book, he allegedly tried to leave the ceremony in protest, but was halted by employees.
Is there something about Green Book that offends you? This is what I'm trying to get to.
Offend? Are you British?
Yeah.
Are you British?
I am.
Let me give you a British answer. It was my cup of tea.
Instead of explicitly tearing the winning film apart in the press room, he channeled his anger into celebrating his film's brutally honest portrayal of what it was like to be a black detective in the 1970s, going against the KKK.
This is why we need more people like you and me in public office. Get this country back on track.
Amen.
For America to achieve its greatness again.
Absolutely.
Lee expressed his frustration by saying, quote, "Whether we won Best Picture or not, this film will stand the test of time, being on the right side of history." Lee's response and refusal to blatantly criticize Green Book stood out for his ability to fully express himself without making room for a spectacle, which is what often happens.
You have a very narrow assessment of me, Tony.
Yeah, right? I'm good.
No, you're not good, you're bad.
Number 7. Piers Morgan is peeved over not being the center of attention. Piers Morgan. Love him or hate him, you have to admit that the man knows how to speak his mind.
Anyway, obviously, as you can tell, things did not go well. I think we were robbed. I think the election was rigged.
No stranger to heated reactions, Morgan, who is a former host on the British breakfast program Good Morning Britain, didn't hesitate to let the world know how he felt when their competitor, This Morning, took home the Daytime National Television Award in 2019. Morgan felt sour enough over the loss to the point of using some of his appearance on This Morning to complain. Morgan's sense of self-awareness and his willingness to acknowledge his bruised ego were definitely rare to see among notable award show losers. Better luck next time, Piers?
This is ours.
Pick anyone.
I am reclaiming this for Good Morning Britain. This was stolen property and has been reclaimed.
Number 6. Old Dirty Bastard pulling a Kanye over Wu-Tang Clan loss. Hip-hop masterminds Wu-Tang Clan have been longtime proponents of equality and advocating for hip-hop's recognition within the Recording Academy.
Before he turned around, he was on stage already. He was already up there. And I was like, oh shit. And he just ran up on stage.
The latter was exactly what founding Wu-Tang Clan member, the late Old Dirty Bastard, wanted to do when he suddenly appeared on stage at the 1998 Grammys during the Song of the Year award presentation. The sequence of events was a little confusing.
Did you feel, hey man, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, or you don't care?
I felt both at the same time, but you know.
Right. You had to do what you had to do.
My legs just kept moving.
Wu-Tang were nominated for the non-televised Best Rap Album, but viewers saw ODB randomly take the microphone while Sean Colvin was on stage and begin explaining why his group was a better fit to win than Sean Puffy Combs.
Puffy is good, but Wu-Tang is the best, okay? I want y'all to know that this is ODB and I love you all.
Nevertheless, ODB's brash decision perfectly captured the urgency of his message and was memorable for its middle finger to the Academy's rigid commitment to establishment and order. Number 5. Casey Musgraves reacts blankly to Miranda Lambert's victory. Was she happy and sad at the same time?
You got me smiling with tears in my eyes.
After Casey Musgraves' one-time songwriting partner, Miranda Lambert, won the CMA Award for Female Vocalist of the Year, cameras caught Musgraves giving a deadpan reaction as Lambert thanked each of the nominees for their contributions. Musgraves later addressed the speculation behind her reaction, joking, quote, "If anyone should be offended, it should be me. I mean, did you see my face?" At the time of the 2013 ceremony, Musgraves was a newcomer to award season, and many weren't familiar with her signature laid-back personality yet.
It's like I'm making a total dork of myself because I don't know what to say. I'm so in shock.
Her candid reaction made her an ideal candidate to be scrutinized in a perfection-obsessed celebrity culture. But Musgraves paid no mind and continued following her arrow.
Damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, so you might as well just do whatever you want.
Number 4. Tim Comerford rages against the corporate machine. It's pretty well known that Rage Against the Machine are not afraid to speak their minds. Some of their beliefs are more apparent and can be found within their lyrics. Others are subtle, like bass player Timmy C's attempt to protest the band's loss to Limp Bizkit for Best Rock Video at the 2000 VMAs. After Limp Bizkit were proclaimed as winners, Comerford sneakily climbed up an intricately made set piece, refusing to leave.
This guy is rock and roll. He should be getting the award. Thank you anyway, and everybody out there and all our fans.
While Comerford later expressed his upset over RATM's loss, his silent act of protest was memorable for speaking volumes about his feelings without explicitly sharing them, as well as for stealing the show.
To be honest with you, I thought it was a beautifully honest act of frustration.
The incident also resulted in multiple consequences, from jail time to causing the band's vocalist, Zach De La Rocha, to leave the ceremony. It may have even factored into Rocha announcing his departure from the band. Number 3. Metallica refuses to give Flutes any justice. It would be more likely to see progressive rock legends Jethro Tull and metal veterans Metallica together in someone's music collection. But the two bands nominated for an award in the same category, not so much.
And the winner is Crest of a Knave, Jethro Tull.
Metallica and Jethro Tull were nominated for the Best Hard Rock / Metal Vocal Performance Grammy in 1989, the only year the award was presented, with the latter group winning the award. One might think fan favorites Metallica would be angry over this upset in Grammy history.
I think the first thing we got to do is, obviously, like you guys were expecting, is we got to thank Jethro Tull for not putting out an album this year, right? And also, obviously, we got to thank the Academy for giving Jethro Tull the award in 1989. Read between the lines, know what I mean?
However, the band's choice to poke fun at their controversial loss during their Grammy win a few years later, and ex-bassist Jason Newsted's humble stance that the band's inclusion in the ceremony would be the most memorable factor, were what really stood out against rampant fan criticism.
Of course, the next day I became aware of the furore surrounding that Grammy win, and poor Alice Cooper had to get up and accept the award on our behalf to a chorus of catcalls and boos.
Number 2, Kanye West would like to say a few words. When hearing the phrase pulling a Kanye, it's fair to assume it's in reference to an incident featuring a certain pop star at the 2009 VMAs.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
But as it turns out, Kanye West had a bit of practice storming stages 3 years earlier. At the 2006 MTV European Music Awards, West hopped on stage after being beat by the Justice and Simeon collaboration We Are Your Friends.
If I don't win, the award show loses credibility. I appreciate it, man. It's nothing against you. I've never seen your video. It's nothing against you.
He delivered an expletive-filled rant where he explained why he believed his Touch the Sky video should have won. While this particular moment in West's career showcases how seriously he values his craftsmanship, it also shows an example of what can happen when Ye takes himself too seriously, now earning himself a reputation for award show snafus. What would Beyonce think?
I gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Taylor Swift sees red over Grammy loss. It's no secret Taylor Swift knows the feeling of winning awards all too well, but there came a time when Taylor and her team experienced a red-faced worthy moment at the 2014 Grammys.
I don't ever want to be presumptuous about anything, about being invited or about winning something or about something doing well.
Swift's 4th album, Red, was nominated for Album of the Year alongside Daft Punk's Random Access Memories. As presenter Alicia Keys pronounced the first syllable of the word random, Swift and her team collectively gasped, thinking Red had won.
And the Grammy goes to... Random Access Memories, Daft Punk.
The heartbroken Swift beautifully recovered from the moment that would later inspire her to completely change the direction of her career. By seizing the opportunity to turn what happened with Red into more monumental career success with her crossover classic 1989, Taylor Swift showed the world how award show losses can inspire career-defining gains.
You can say, maybe they're right. Maybe I did not make the record of my career. Maybe I need to fix the problem, which was that I have not been making sonically cohesive albums.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.